on the day of election, not say we a punk of watch on some koto. Yeah, I was this on answer. Na momo ya mo primary near the idea ya na mo party for no mo koto about mo muska mo maybe. In terms of mo answer na.
Was that truly the case?
I think so.
So more your primary are most spending money and after that or money there.
Oh, I mean say primary so koto about ya na I say more case can ya. Some by people misconstrue that to me say yeah this can be my party for. Until I know was a major factor. Even up to now, when I go around, I hear people tell me that. Yeah.
By extension, for a party like NPP, a place like even Ashanti at NPP, better out was a stronghold na a na party members between Akasaya and Kotu because of that reason. Said okay, can we say we have cracks in NPP now?
I don't know what you mean by cracks.
Okay. What would make somebody like a strong NPP supporter? A bit me a assembly so say most spend on delegates, and to an extent said okay, Nempa info credit me refuge.
Those people I won't call them strong MPP supporter. Those are sympathizers who believe in MPP. But they are not maybe card-bearing members and all that, and they are the majority. Okay, yeah, and for some of them, these are very important because you see, Ghana, and many African countries and the developing world now. You see, someone from the brain, yeah, you money are there. It is as can't get you know, yeah, now, baby, and you know. Oh, we call election day. A lot of people. Some in some cases we had to. In some cases it's to be our own.
You can do all.
Exactly. It was a very important factor.
I always say, over these two major political parties we have in the country, MPP and NDC, no make us an MPP phone quantity for MPP mapa. And NDC phone quantity for NDC mapa. These people are said okay, make us the swing voters. When you're strong, and I mean how to put it, but
they are strong. The people that I was talking about, they are MPP sympathizers.
Okay,
but they are also swing voters or floating voters. They are not members, but they vote according to their.
Those people, and those that are sympathizers of the New Patriotic Party. These are people makers. Some didn't go out to vote, and those who went out to vote probably voted for the other party.
It's possible.
What is MPP doing to bring these people back? Because now it's more like they turn their back for NPP. What is the party doing to bring the Sankofre Omantom and Omdomo back?
Those who didn't vote, many of them have regretted. You know, because many projects are in the Ashanti region, especially roads infrastructure, but we bring and cost. But that time no cost because elections time now we call run, especially on FM stations in Ashanti, in Kumasi in particular. Some people were swa in Kumasi. If I am to my preference, no matter how you look at it, that is the fact.
But there's the times I'm on for MPP bars on so. Ashanti region Kumasi and fan into my BM.
Fan to my fry.
Honestly, yes, America for your constituency. Minimum Abrepokwan, minimum Sufa Quine, minimum Sadia, Ultra Kumasa Gaku space, one man, Subina, and Dahoni, a Twani Yiri, honestly, no what in America. Or those who listen to us can say you can, and you did do well.
Yeah. Maybe and there are other places.
Maybe when it comes to Asenso Boakye being minister, road, near housing, near the what me, but MPP as a whole, the people of Ashanti region felt say. And this when they call, they talk about it.
And I think many of it they are talking about rules, because and only the most physical manifestation.
More growth from market here. They were expecting some MPP buy a Kumasi and
growth from market there is quite unfortunate. I don't have the details, but my understanding is that. I think there's a specific funding that they wanted to use, and something came up and it wasn't possible. But say TBI and I think it's maybe full market.
So I mean, touching what happened. Some started and sana moko.
I say it's on course now.
Exactly. 8 years, they were expecting say it would have been done. So what happened that it couldn't be completed, and unfortunately they did not understand the party.
So I mean interchange, commencement actually delayed kakra. Because like I said, COVID initially COVID no by you started debt exchange program DDEP no and no Emma says original scanner you withdraw. We had to do some financial re-engineering to bring some funds from somewhere to start. And the man a delay, but until it feels media it was very active. Very active. I don't know the progress now, but if media was very active, and my understanding is that the contractors are still working on site.
Yeah, but about now, to go around station to station, I count the good things that the party has done. Probably we can have the opportunity to retreat. Never be on my party near nipa antiasia na nipa huna na umufrise party no na amon homoding. Of course ya can at this particular project crowdfunding. So what other things that ne koswa nipa bi mo antiasia umufrise party no amon homoding wo Ashanti Mamano.
Oh, you see, Ashanti region is a very important region. First to the MPP, because some of them a voice no a brain. I say and sa if you do no, I saw henny and a baby about a hen that laid the golden eggs. You know, Senate Tibiano, as I said, it's in my Ashanti region special attention, which I believe we're able to do, but we could have done more and better. Okay. I think say first do trust and we so many people in MPP think that next time when you get opportunity, we should be able to find a way to prioritize Ashanti. And more especially, apart from say MPP, Ashanti MPP stronghold, Ashanti is very strategic as far as the development of our country is concerned. It sits by geography, it sits right at the heart of the country. Means that to be able to connect, go to other areas from other parts, you have to pass through Ashanti. It makes it very critical in terms of our transportation architecture. For instance, you know that we started this Bonkra project. But we started.
But I never completed.
But you have to start a big project. You have to start.
The problem I'm saying, 1 year, within 8 years, such of these things couldn't be done.
But they say they always forget say by COVID, my no master sign.
COVID was in 2021. There's a 2020.
It changed everything. It changed everything. When maybe President George Bush na in Penasem na mfi so buy no more year I'm more America for now more we are seeing now until he left office and I read his book called Decision Points. And the book, the main theme of the book was that 9/11 changed everything
for America
in the world. Because that was his first year or so. And when that happened, he had to change his course. So I'm just using this to illustrate the point. Say, let me see na ama o plans in our system.
A bit more for say MPP using COVID and to an extent even Russia-Ukraine war to, in quotes, give an excuse of their probably abysmal performance. All these things you can agree or not, but
don't call it abysmal performance. Call it our challenges.
People think that MPP is crying more than the bereaved. As a modi
and who is the bereaved?
Of course, to say the COVID the world is suffering, but it looks as though because Ghana
it's real. Even President Mahama, he's been talking about it. the effect of COVID on the economy. He's been talking about it during the time he was campaigning, and they were not say any COVID but Oba, you know, he's been talking about it, and that's why earlier on I explained to you that over 80% of governments who sought re-election after COVID loss, and the few ones who were able to make it, you know, were those who were successful in explaining the effect of COVID on their economy. The COVID idea, baby, I will be fair free beer because I was the minister at housing, Western housing, and at that time, you know, it's many time beyond my time, we miss crown find it. Your projects now at the ministry, not even one. And me buy rules, so I realized the money was not there. France and Anki secure Sino Hydro project near the base some major projects be Kumasi. You had to be starting with PTC Takrade interchange, Nungwa interchange. They all stalled because Kumasi Central Market and it's part of it.
Because I know you're one of the projects. Because the nature of this program to things. People think at the time Amunya Sikanye market, Central Market Phase 2. So I mean so Edian so now Muntimine flower pot construction and Ekoso. So people felt that I don't know Kumasi de Madam Chamai.
Because Nina funding is different. Flower pots there no COVID now are affecting because normally the disbursements, you know, we bring that is the difference. So the idea not can know the same level, and they say make a decision there, just like we did for Swami. You know, we could have taken that money to maybe come and do the central, but flower pot there no now a different arrangement. And unless you can see at this basic, we break.
A be more so free say a do be nan panphobia mother party and war a central region and Dino Cray and Chomo. There were times that we had the regional minister when him Nananum Sheka says scan you scan or Honoma are you ready? Says scan or my ready for a project maybe we are scanning send you on my no face and could be
I know they mean to me come some P. You know, so many
month one baby.
Then they mean say what my Obama Abaka you say when I say come aboa me homo. When someone will come and some here pa.
You know so ntina me nya me din san komo.
You see baby way you are it's right at the heart of the city. And Kumasi so some here MPP pa. Me am te here me pa. Intina me so many abutra me cheche mu na me person Kumasi 40 years say aban bie no ha be ba Ghana ha e wo akomapa ma Kumasi for any Ghana asanteman SNPP aban. No matter what, I know say we has challenges and I've explained to you that COVID changed everything. Person Kumasi 40 years say COVID changed everything.
Maybe so much because but you run people pana ebia and your okay. But anyway, Kofi Boakye, I mean the meeting Kofi Asenso Kwame. The news that you better money aside in Congo
yeah, I will love to come, especially when the border on issues are
a party medical beside questions are there cracks in the party now and the now person me cause one in that regard ahead of the primaries and in the campaigning and some might be Barry Bano will sound say one party and a primaries into it me can we wait me can we until man because are there cracks in the party
you see I can't see this all qua yana otinsem amafon so cancel all with the view say ubenya advantage over your opponent. MPP, this is not the first time I can see since 92 you're crying this I can see this leaders a buy but and radio, internet, any social media area no. Assembly aba can be ubia tibi. First nentisa. First no presidential aspirants no because of me tech 1998 na President Kofi na Kofi contested. President Kofi Boakye radio so you could see radio in the 18 and then you don't need to be on the radio. Be our phones can out in radio. And I said you be any try steps about social media and what we be at that time now because I say Nana Akufo-Addo had earlier come to Kumasi and I know what I say on the bit me register bit me a campaign the President Kofi na you be so no so or say on the office say omo contesting na ono na abobra pa na afi no bi akodi to there. Now it was a big jab, but because I never social media time, you know, I said that I just want to make the point. Say, in social media, ma, escalating your man, FCB, there is tension. There is, but now you be asa. See, 2 years we are, me jiri say, and penifo she share a bit me a cambo. Na ya kokase no.
They said okay, said there's yesterday amount for Sihono, but it's just about 2 years ago now. The last primaries saw one of the stalwart of MPP, Alan Chamatin, exiting from the party. She said, "And you being kidding it say no so yeah, a baby and so no you think say this time Bibia cool say we are not going to experience what we did the last
time." As the party is concerned. BSO may be to address anybody's concern beyond my we are in at elections committee, you know, and on Joe Wise.
I spoke to him last 2 days.
Exactly. While say we be an argument, we party panini. He has tried as much as he can to make sure so we be our concerns address. This will be our why not just only there. Do we be an my over consequent confusion there, but on our part as a party, nobody is interested in rigging election, providing any unfair advantage to someone. Nobody is interested. What we are interested in is for the people to collectively select someone that they think will be in a position to help us beat the NDC, our opponent, in 2028. That's all that we are.
So we can just say internal structures, everything will be okay for the party.
Everything. I mean, for the elections,
elections are okay. Ebeka se hu hia pa because MPP every party every about a year and of course 3 years ahead. Ubetumi aka say mo betumi asan ba power as soon as possible.
Oh, betumi pa because you see you buy a be adwuma be ye adwuma pa ene I'm say honorable housing minister on my reports government accountability platform. He mentioned one program here many time as Minister for Housing and National Rental Assistance Program. National Rent Advance Program.
Recently, and once a mabapa.
Rent assistance now, and I said rent in general.
Rent in general.
Now, time no who said there be. Ghana Hanon said the way I know my city rent advance, na a hammer for pa. Call landlords also corporate die, I was just said 2 years, 3 years. Meanwhile, a dime be bringing so anyhow. Into people don't have a choice. Into a call landlord no how. Not so catch your city 2 years, 3 years. You don't have a choice. Into what program I bind to buy and say I buying every 2 years now. Now wo as individual now what you are a program called the rent assistance scheme, what you are monthly. So they only scar with your advance payment of 2 years, 3 years. It's one of the major achievements the ministry reported through the minister yesterday. I mean, I just want to make sure that you be adwuma pa. And no be breed free SHS e dey buy idea e be boa ama Ghana puntu a yepe no akosoro. Because we can cry for the period that you started free SHS about 3 point something million Ghanaians. Ghanaians are free SHS no absorb warm no. Which otherwise, if not a free SHS, and go school. No? Can you imagine in a spate of 7 years, that 3 million people were not able to go to school? It has serious ramifications on our development trajectory. Until a share go from there, a share, and nana a bois, amagana, a tumpon. Until by a very mapa. And it's a Namia do not say ye candidate. Say, at least for us, or more yajuma. I must have to say, your majuma. Ghanaians will see the difference. One more time, ye cry now. Cover the mine. At to reach him beyond my Ukraine,
no Russia,
war, and and also so power. Just go Google. The effect of Russia-Ukraine war
on world economy.
On world economy one, and on the economies of the developing countries like Africa. And in America, there have been lots of research on data to give you clear picture of what we went through. Almost time you be a sense. Gold price, a cost. Gold price cost. Petrol price, coffin. Everything as far as the external is helping them. And so still, go to central market now. They are still complaining. They are still complaining. Into a basa, a candidate. All these issues will come up.
Yensha, and MPP fair Bramun China, and ma Ghana for share, probably will be a man till MPP Asiana, whatever it is. With the 12 MPP. No, you think Ghanaians have gotten over them? No, Bema or Matimia share as I talk about the Maba.
MDC more 4 years. Ghana for say almost 4 years. The 4 years in the bar. Unemployment on so better drastically. As at 2025, our policy be a day unemployment, address unemployment. No job was created last year. And the promises of the Mayan, almost the 24-hour economy, which means 1 job, 3 shifts. We didn't see that in 2025. If we don't see that in 2026, 2027, then Ghanaians will have something to tell them. They have 4 years. Let them work. They are working. Yes, so organization. At the end of the day, Ghanaians are going to assess them based on their promises and their actual performance.
Of course, Yaka COVID, Russia, Ukraine, or her world economies, especially developing economies. But what went wrong? NMA, a party like NPP, 137 MPs. Of course, no presidential so far by MPs so far said now we have 88. What went wrong now? Sama side and so party no echo does.
It's in the national psyche against us at that time. You mentioned that a start of the party, Alan Chemartin, left.
Yeah. And
when he left, he was actually campaigning against the government.
Sir.
Oh yeah. He was an opposition politician then in the contest, and he was criticizing the government. While Crawford criticizing what Ghanaians will believe it more than an opposing party and everyone. And even some of our party elders were also saying all sort of charity things about the government then and the party. But Emma, I'm a phone or time be Emma MPP abaying.
But when colleague MPs has approached the president with regards to the finance minister, said, I mean, we'll be trying home and it couldn't materialize. You think that affected the party?
the optics were not good.
Based on that, so because the MPP at that point, now we are arrogant, say you can't small money, would you agree?
Oh, based on what?
Based on them kind of said, yeah, the economy is not, I mean that hardship. They think the finance minister is not performing, even MPs, and for the first time, it's not the opposition MP. Party was not the MP say complaining.
I think that whole process could have been handled better from both ends. That's what that's my response to that.
Both ends.
I mean, Parliament and presidency. Yeah.
Okay. Like internally, it wasn't handled well.
Yeah.
And you think that affected the party, especially ahead of the
optics were not good for us.
Any lesson learned from that?
Well, a lot of lessons. I mean, I'm thinking in the future, no, there has to be more engagement, you know, to address some of these issues. Yeah.
Saturday primaries, it's more like a new face of MPP, if I'm right, because we a new flag bearer, and probably after that, minimum said the leadership and also a best because more time now.
Yeah, the first year is to select the presidential candidate. Once that is done, the party structures from the polling station to the constituency executive, regional executive, and the national executive. We're going to go through a process to, you know, have new leadership. Until you have a long way to go. I'm very confident that all this process hopefully will go well, and we get very committed people who will work assiduously towards 2028.
What kind of a leader you think MPP needs at this moment? One, to unite the party. You have NDC to battle with. What kind of leader in the party here to say?
We need a leader who is well placed to unite the party.
Who can replace the anything?
For instance, you are going to elect the leader. In the process, it's campaign period. You need a leader. The casa, and then in May, am I a partner? And that's why I'm saying that well placed. Because you're a leader now, contest business already know, you know, you are fighting everybody and all that. It makes it difficult for you to bring people together. And you need a leader who is well placed, who is disciplined, who has the capacity to be able to reach out to all people with grievances, with conflicting views and all that. That's the kind of leader we want. We want also a very disciplined leader who means what he says. I've been in this game for some time. I mean, I'm an MP, I've been a minister, I've been in student politics, MPP. During election time, we are a bit make it can't cancel, but we will be on a track record a year. You can see, say, no one will be a talk near the other. So I say. So we need a leader who means his ways, who can bring people together, and a visionary leader who can envisage exactly where he wants to take the party and the country to.
Do you see one in the 5 candidates?
No doubt about that.
All the 5 candidates, they have that qualities, Okanyana?
So, to some extent. To some extent, but there are levels.
Okay.
There are degrees. I think that out of the 5, Dr. Boakye stands tall.
Because I was going to ask you, say, do you have one you support?
Oh, I do.
Any Dr. Boakye?
Yes.
Who be friends? There are no be can say, and not crowded. They can say of the 5, 4 of them were part of the previous administration, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's administration, and to them, it's in Coatfield administration, the reason why they voted against NPP. So why would you think that anybody from that...
Who are the four?
Dr. Okay, Brian is one, Boakye is one, and of course Dr. Osei Adujumo was a minister. Kennedy has been a member of parliament in the Akufo-Addo administration
and a board chair.
So these are the four that they talk about. So they are part of the
public person say Akufo-Addo government no ya me ehwe Ghana.
No brade me kra me tena mo bi nka sa say obi antimi nka say Akufo-Addo amehwe. Exactly.
Ntino obi ka ho a necessary pakro no ni nyansa ontimi ni. And that what
the reason why I also ask say so obi ka say four no already no mo ka ho that they don't see any reason why they should vote for him. Like you, what you can say be a pebble me. Why would you say to such a person?
Such a person, maybe on Tino, and I say, yeah, we NDC means no, between our account, or better say. And
this one and just was
no, I'm saying so. Okay. Say because of their political interest,
difference.
What can we do? I want to say because you see. And no my good for me now, no ma I didn't put to Nkwantannanso. I've just told you, mention the free SHS and as soon as Ghana. Of course, I mean, in the course of our period, the economy indicators all went by, wasn't the best, and I've explained to you what happened. But I also explained to you that we put in place measures near the revival economy now. And that is why the economy started picking up even before we left office and these people have assumed office. And you know, look at the digital infrastructure you have put in place. And Ghana, she say, I cried, say, oh, your first will feel like a duma. You can just do
buy credit,
buy everything here, and the light will be on. All these things are enabler of economic growth and development. So what I say. And you know, Obia, Obeka Bia, Akufo-Addo buy bano wa married the na we knew the orca. Even though we had challenges. And there's no doubt that
maybe that's the challenges no more come wasem.
Yeah, but your challenge American come wasem. Come wasem will be beyond our control. Even when lawyers no me say we your contract. We your contract. Next natural disaster be bad.
Force majeure.
Exactly. Natural disaster be bad. Contract is void because it's beyond your control. COVID-19 and Russia-Ukrainian war was a natural disaster.
Because maybe COVID-19 probably yes, but Russia-Ukraine war, Ghana was not fighting.
Yeah, but Ukraine stopped production. And Ukraine is the breadbasket of Europe. Many of the food, Ukraine is free.
So Europe suffered and Africa
suffered. We depend on Europe. We depend on Europe. Our economy is dependent on the foreign countries. And see, Obia, what the economists will understand it easily. But see, American, also, my points. Say, my point because Ukraine is the breadbasket of Europe, and therefore if production stop in Europe, it will affect.
Ghana is in Africa,
but we depend on Ghana in order to
I think subsequently in that chance a bidding come more on this line of
I'm ready
because if you say baby economy so it's about time yeah best switch and from depending on other things more than production but you find time and go there.
But you see, MPP recognized that from day one. And that is why we introduced one district, one factory program.
What happened to that beautiful policy?
As at the time that we were leaving office, about 100 also companies had set up working.
Because
they are in operation.
What people believe they say MPP Babaye ebe set up factories. We are now quite say your factory be a juma na say bia onya ade ayen first come question na ade, and unless otherwise you tell me now quite say one district one we were not seeing the factories.
I'm saying that as at the time that we left office, now we had over 100 companies set up in operation as a one district, one factory program. Many of them were in agro processing and all that.
I think I never acquire a high NPP. NPP for to me can, but not to me train, and I say, yen so I you are wanting yen so you. NPP so to me train.
If I you
yeah, before baby say
I would have gotten information but it's on record. NDC buy now support.
So back to Saturday day na senka Dr. Boakye enka candidate in Hwanka Hwana be supporting.
Senka ho a other people so bebem.
Other people in the phone I can Hwana.
I'm saying on come on be other people so
for now we know 5. Dr. Boakye the what number 1. Okay. So for na can. Emudi na ka usu senka.
No, I'm saying that Dr. Boakye the dynamics will change. If you can't be no more contest.
Would you also prefer Dr. Boakye ebechu any of the 4 to be a running mate should he win?
That one is his own
prerogative. NPP, do you think the promise ahead of us now say Saturday a make or break for the party?
What do you mean by make or break?
The party is in opposition. So one Senyama and Koye, for example, the last primaries we saw Bits Island, you mentioned that our film into say Yamin Fasa maybe a Bibia Basa race Mantias in a film near there. I don't think so that's what you want to see the party.
No, it's not a make or break. Party media. Your coalition, equal year, your penina. Yenia Kenyana, no, you better idea in it. I don't see a break, but I see as an opportunity for us to select the winnable candidate who is very well placed, as I indicated earlier, to bring all the other aspirants on board and their supporters so that we can forge ahead.
You think after the primaries, Obia will be happy?
Oh, nobody will be happy if you don't win. Our coalition is there. Election, I'm more call round, be brave, I'm say, Scassi. We can now lose. It be them question them soon, cry, and easy. And among issues, many of them don't understand. They are not able to respond well. They can be happy, but time heals. Encouragement here and there. No, it makes me a carbons. Said in the previous past, no, and NPP, and this is for Swahili.
What me so Dianka Ubepesa Dr. Mohamed Boakye Berin, and I'll give you time to speak to delegates, to speak to people that are listening to us on Dr. Mohamed Boakye. But before that, Mami Mbisario, Adeba Kwa Bebre Ekasa Etia Eye, the real campaign ko Kasa Chichi, and Sabi Kasa, more like personal attacks. Your take on that?
I don't subscribe to that. I think that politics is about ideas. What is it that you can do to improve upon the lives of the people? In our case, it is about who is best placed to help us win power in 2028. Until we want some, I know that's all. But so come your personal attack. We say we a liar. We say a moi. Because in some other one can hear. Now opponents, it's also offer.
And of course, as I say, no sana moya.
Exactly. It's another, and that is alien in the party. Yeah, just last primary anyway, and a binimo kasa but by and large, nanka.
Because the soccer is alien to the party. One of the things that are mentioned that are alien to the party, but only the makanye kasatuchini temdidin so the other thing that people talk about as a monocracy, NPP monocracy, and ye koto abaye unisika untimi nye campaign antimi enye de also ye na kwetse who can so timi find a way through. Is that the case?
Well, and MPP, I mean, you live in a very
MPP is one of the biggest parties in the world. But
I'm saying that MPP others are also doing.
We don't expect you to be pace setters, especially when it's not positive.
What I'm saying, the point I'm trying to say is that we are a place like Ghana, developing country. Many people whoever bet me a show say Owoska Kakrano is able to mobilize people to come and at least listen to him. But me say a mom got so bad, the Zika can help you to bring people together so you can talk to them. But for honest one come ask me here, and I said, independent who said you are the best person for the job. They want to know.
Obi message or the Asenso Boakye 8 years man Manson Nkwanta. You didn't come on and didn't tell. But what happened? That man's area on
yes, started Manson Kakra. Manson Nkwanta a Pechine from Pechi to Mansour. Me akram kokati so. You free a Belmont our story because initially they were very deprived, no two ways. Me as roast minister, I'm going inspection, and I wasn't too happy. We started some work there. As at the time, I free office, man. Where's our kind of crowd?
Yeah. Me face and Yama be hard pattern from my side. All the good things you are speaking about tonight, they were done at the last moment. For which I think if they had been done before, it would have added to your credit. And anyway, Dr. Mahmoud Boakye. So the Boakye is winning Saturday.
Yeah.
The election ends at 2. By 3-4, are we expecting Boakye to be the flag bearer?
Yeah. See, by 5 years, you do this and you will be.
We need as one as Asenso Boakye.
Me as one say, Ghana has no being in this Fourth Republic, what election for the first time, what me are winning. The Boakye couldn't, Kofi couldn't, Akufo-Addo couldn't, Atamos couldn't, and even Mahama, when he left office on his own, he couldn't. Obana Beton, now especially when your opponents are bringing a new candidate. Why you turn with that dano? Why you turn with that dano? You stand a better chance because Ghana for new.
You need crossing the other one.
Exactly. And some also vote on sympathy grounds. Oh, we were by first we are Tomano. Do any buy no new hobby and Tomano. You know, all these things help. And me say be here say a completely new candidate. I feel now our political opponent, the NDC, every kind of handsome, they made the woman. You can you be so you know some so they made the world even more difficult. But Dr. Boakye seminar I carry. And maybe an all kind of let's not at digitalization in the can't come home. And that is what is called the enabler of economic development. And now I'm going to campaign. So what I say, it will be unwise, knowing the history of our politics and election patterns. Now we will be say Dr. Boakye, no akosam, no akofa candidate, B of C or so, somewhere. I feel now beton. Meanwhile, we posters name or billboards near their thing in our best Bawumia's pictures. It will make sense. If we did the same thing for President Kufuor, we won the elections. We did the same thing for Kufuor, we won the elections. NDC did the same thing for Atanos, they won the election. They did the same thing for even President Mahama. When he left office, he lost twice to Kufuor. But knowing very well that the MPP is bringing a new candidate, they still kept him because they knew that he would have name recognition.
You have the edge over.
Exactly. And it is on this basis why I'm appealing to the delegates who are listening to you now. Say, ma omonko ye mistake. Omomwa ejuma no enye din man. Na ye koye ba nyina me say je ejuma yi ene wo kwa sori na wo kwa yie wo ko sei. Amafo na e kasa. Honorable, when man ko Dr. Boakye free. Honorable, muhwe yi na man yi say mistake. Nti yen as leaders of the party, it is our duty to share and no matter free other people delegation. So this is what they are clamoring for. That there is no need for a change. Let's repeat Dr. Boakye, and he stands a better chance of helping the MPP to win 2028.
Would you be surprised, Wamenia?
I'll be surprised, but because I mean, from all my interactions with people, is the obvious choice of many of the people, most of the people, I should say.
Okay.
But that, like an election, you know what I'm saying, anything is possible. But I'll be surprised if Boakye doesn't win.
Saturday,
you are hoping that everything will go on well. Mr. say, Ubia or Kotoba who say, and I said, yes, Buama, we have a peaceful process. Ukona Kotoba now Kofi. Drew 3 o'clock, and I said 2 o'clock, and I na Yebe collation and countiness over Wababi Jinobi. And yet, and where did the attempt? I said, my for Casahon no more Cohonia de. I mean, Chad, I think the Ghana Police Service is working actively with us. They are going to bring their men there. So the bear will be anti-mayor Basabasa. Will be a bear Basabasa Simbiano. Police nobody.
Coming away, but lastly, when is the Canadian Echoes momentum? I have a say, Asenso Boakye should publicly apologize to me. You cannot call me a brother and 10 Ghanaians against me. This is Stephen Amwa demanding public apology from Asenso Boakye. Then of what have we done to him?
The guy say a brother is a friend.
Was he should publicly apologize to him?
I think there is a communication. And I said, and Tiasebin and my. I think I've seen his videos here now. Or Kase reasons are about Lucy, because we're Muslim.
Okay.
There are videos that he said it, you know. And I make Kase there be Entisa. And Kase Tisa and Kanon Baumiano. We're Muslim now. So we want to Kumasino. As a presidential candidate, he was able to pull more votes in Inshaiso against
Christian now.
Exactly. And then I was just looking at the data. Exactly. But he claims that he didn't say that. But unfortunately, there's videos at Chess or Casa. But I didn't know him. I'm just looking at the data to make the point that Dr. Boakye lost not because he was a Muslim. But if the guy is now saying he didn't say that there, then the kind is void.
It's void. But he's demanding public apology. Now you have the opportunity. Will you apologize to him?
wrong.
Well, not Felicia, you've done. I mean, what you said, you've offended him.
I need to engage him to tell him that there's nothing like that. He shouldn't have.
He knows you can call him. He has your phone number. Mm-hmm. You have his.
Yeah, of course.
But he's demanding public apology.
And I'm saying that I haven't. It's not me kind. It's not me kind.
And
there's a video. I always knew what he said. If you was in the church crowd, Pastor Simeon, but
which news on it? Which news on it?
Exactly.
Because I saw
exactly. But he's on record to
Unyas waka sometiana also Panachoa.
No, Bekasa. Because there was me apologize, me apologize. So because me apologize, the next then yes, sir. And I kind of want somebody else. I'm just looking at the data. I'm saying, say, as a Muslim,
you spoke to the data.
You spoke to the data. I mean, kind of happen. And it's my friend. You deal with the matter. My first guy is very emotional. Into the same biana or the nakuma na ye. Mr. David, I'm catching say, yakuma didn't find that nice guy. No two ways about that.
But thank you for coming. Say if you kumasi or hide, we'll find another time.
Yeah.
So Ubano some time cameraman near few say a crowd and I hana been we talk about the economy, we talk about a lot of things, and I'm glad you came. Finally, we will talk about more numbers.
Number 3. Say in the 5 and 1. 2 or from 2 or so. It's in fin. Number 3. Mobia and Biana when Yakufra and then Nipa.
That's it. I wish Honorable Francis Asenso Boakye, Member of Parliament, New Patriotic Party for Bantama on a party number for Bakopana. Many no church combo. Now, Yankomo did in Wakamba Bion, Ujina, and Yadi. And so the Dronami turns out from more between a banady and Oba can do Bijana, but as a Boakye or Canada say. Number 3. Medana say Obaye. Sabre de minya time some friend can be channel.